hiring amazing people and making it so they forget about money and just concentrate on getting things done, like I said before. There's so many things, but really I found you don't need a huge amount of money for a lot of stuff these days. I mean, have you noticed that? There's a lot of IT is becoming cheaper to do, that kind of thing, but the talent and getting the right people, that's still expensive. So.
Well, I'd give our web services team huge raises and Lamborghinis, right? But that's a great point. I'm actually, it's the thought is so far alien for me. I'm completely at a loss. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'd head to the track, I guess. No, I think all of us can look back in our careers, and I'm sure everybody in here, when you've been with, and it may not be a money thing necessarily, but when you've been a part of a really special team, and to try to do something like that, even if it's for a relatively short period of time, I think is important for a lot of people. So I would look at that.
Well, I think I'd just sort of address I'd have somebody else do all the day-to-day kind of headaches, like, upgrading Microsoft and all the desktops, and get that out of the way, and let our team focus on all the fun projects. So I think that's probably what I would do if I had unlimited budget.
Part of me wants to, the Microsoft guy said me something before about that unlimited budget question. No, I mean, it's not even about unlimited budgets. I think I've been in my company 8 years, so I've got a whole kind of checklist of stuff that's really more focused on bottom line cost savings. When I was at GA, did digitization, so I've kind of got my whole checklist of really obvious areas where we have the replication of functionality or systems, or if you look at the value chain, we have a complete gap, which means there's a manual process or swivel chair. And it isn't so much that we can't get by without them, but I know that that's adding to the overhead of our company, that money can be better invested in new movies or new products. But because we're going through a transition from analog to digital, we've got to do the Windows 7 upgrade. Well, we've got to implement international financial reporting standards. The Home Office is trying to globalize their functions with new HR systems. There's always something that's a higher priority, given that we have limited budgets. So if I had some money outside of the pool, I think there's some, there's kind of that whole checklist of really small digitization projects or connective projects that we can knock out, one-time thing, get some recurring savings, and reinvest that in the core business, which is really what we're supposed to be all about. So that would be my opinion.
Those are all really good, and I'll take all of them for sure. I think the talent one in particular is absolutely, anything you can do to attract and retain the talent that you actually have, or attract the best talent, retain the best talent that you actually have is phenomenal. I think if I had unlimited budget, I would actually focus more on agility and innovation. I think anything that we can do around collaboration tools, collaboration environments, making environments more agile, making it easier not to get stuck in a dead end, those things are really phenomenal. I think a lot of us, no matter what you do, no matter how agile and innovative you are, you actually spend a fair amount of time also trying to dig yourself out of that legacy hole. Yeah. So if I had a limited budget, I'd hire great talent, I would focus on a really collaborative environment, and then I'd pay to get myself out of any legacy hole that I actually have.